Let's go! Tonight we're going hard, 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 hard. Just like the world is ours, 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 ours. We're tearing it apart, hard, 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 hard. You know we're superstars. We are who we are. Let's go!
You can just. Good evenings, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Zach Austin here for Isaac Brown, Jake Fennell. I am up here in the press box with Miss Rhodes. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. You?
I'm pretty good. So, we want to talk with Miss Rhodes about the band. They had regionals, got state coming up. So I'll just let her talk about what all's going on with the band, how they did, and what to expect at the state competition.
Thank you so much for having me up here. Yes, the Bearcat Marching Band went to the ASBOA All Region Marching Competition this past Tuesday. We compete for ratings. Our goal is to make superior ratings, and guess what? We made superior ratings.
Nice.
So, with the superior ratings, that means we get to go to the state contest, which is going to happen on November 1st. We're going to be at War Memorial Stadium in Little Rock. This will be actually the 6th year in a row that we have qualified for state.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you. Very, very proud of them. They've come a long way this fall semester so far.
Yeah, and y'all got, what, top 3 finishes the last several times, right?
We have definitely come close. One year we made 2nd. One year we made 4th. I believe last year we were 3rd. So this year, the last time we checked, it looked like there was about 19 3A bands in the competition.
Wow.
So competition's gotten stiff this year.
Right, it has. So, for the ones that don't know, what goes into being a band member? I mean, what's it like?
Well, these kids are really committed and dedicated. We're so lucky to have these kids in our program. We're so proud of them. They get to be in beginning band when they're younger. They learn to play an instrument in class. Then they get to be in our intermediate band, which plays at some of our junior games. They learn the skills that they're going to need to be in advanced band. Once they make it into the advanced band, then they get to be in our Bearcat Marching Band. We practice a couple of days after school a week. We practice during class, and during the summers we have some practices, and they work hard. They learn to march. They learn to play the show music. They learn to play the stand tunes for our football games. There's a lot that goes into it. The band is actually a very large program compared to other activities. It's an all-year program.
Wow.
And so we're going to get to do, we're looking forward to a really good year this year.
Right. It's always fun, and I'm sure you're probably getting ready for concert season, right? That's just right around the corner as well.
You know, we are going to dig into concert season after state, I think.
Hey, that's a good plan right there. Well, Miss Rhodes, I don't guess I really have anything else. I just wanted you to come up here and just kind of, let everybody know, hey, what's going on with the band. We appreciate y'all, and it's definitely, without y'all, it would not be the same.
Thank you. I'd love to give a shout out to our band booster club. These parents, they put so much time and effort in not just raising money, not just working the concession stand, but they provide so much support for our band, for our students. We're very grateful to have such great band booster parents. We're very, very grateful to have administrators that support us and a community that supports us.
Right.
So thank you to, I guess, everybody.
Right. Well, that's good. I do one more question popped in
Sure.
my head before you go.
Uh-huh.
Your oldest son, TJ.
Yes.
He's out down at UCA. How many other
Yes.
band students that y'all know of that are at the next level at college?
Well, over the years, we've been here. This is our 11th year as band directors
Really?
here.
Wow.
Yes. Over the years, we've had quite a number of them. I know that there are several at Arkansas Tech University
Right.
this year. We have some at Southern Arkansas University, and
Nice.
we've had over the years we've had students at UFIS and at I believe Fayetteville as well.
Hey, all right.
So
that's
yeah,
good.
Razorback Marching Band. So yeah, we've got them pretty much all over the place.
Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That speaks highly of you, Mr. Rhodes, and I just want to say
Thank you.
personally thank you to both of y'all.
Thank you.
Y'all do an awesome job, and I think if y'all was around when I was in school, I might have been in the band.
Well,
so
that makes me feel
I
great.
really do. So
Well, we love it here. Mr. Rhodes and I, we bought a house that we didn't know if we were going to keep, but I'm thinking we're probably going to never move.
right. Well, hey, that's good. We'll take that.
Awesome.
Well, I guess I don't have anything else unless you do, Miss Rhodes.
I think we covered it. Thank you so
All right.
much for having me up here. Let me know if you have any more questions.
All right, we will do. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, folks, we'll be right back and with some stats and different things about tonight, and we'll see y'all later. You're watching Bearcat football.
paramedic Mike Williamson and flight lead Jessica Wagner.
What's up?
Accepting.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here at Bearcat Stadium. It is Pink Out Night in honor of breast cancer. Arivac is bringing the game ball as they're coming in from the east here. I tell you what, that's fun to watch. Yeah. I've had to help load a couple people in it.
Yeah.
But that's not fun.
No.
Especially the wind coming off that thing. You would, especially when it's just sitting there idling.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can feel it from here.
You can. That's
through
a lot
this
of
window. It's pretty neat.
But definitely got to give a shout out to that crew right there and all the crews on the Arivac and EMTs, paramedics, and all that. Without them, we'd be in a world of hurt. So just want to say thank you to them. And in honor of breast cancer awareness, I believe that is Miss Lori Krebs down there, survivor of cancer herself. Love to see that. And if you want to give a shout out to anybody that is a survivor of breast cancer, shoot one of us three a message, and we will give them a shout out. And not only Jake and Isaac are we feeling the wind from the helicopter, but we're actually feeling the wind from the windows.
Yeah, I know. I set my rosters and stats down here, and they started blowing all over. I've been catching them with my feet, trying to keep from losing them out the door.
Right. We got Mr. Bobby and Lori Krebs down there with their kids, Lauren and Jacob, Lauren's husband. I went blank
Austin.
On Austin, thank you. I went blank on his name. Their kids. Well, we're about 5 minutes out from game time, and I guess we'll just jump right into it, fellas. This is the 80th meeting between these two schools. Booneville Bearcats, they lead the series. I didn't. I guess it'd help if I turned to the right page, fellas.
Yeah.
I was fixing to tell you the West Fork Tigers series, but we're on the Mansfield Tigers.
You can tell me next year.
Yeah, I'll tell you next year. But Booneville Bearcats lead the series 60-16 and 3 ties for 77% win. The last meeting was back in 2019. The Booneville Bearcats won 48-27. So with that win, the Booneville Bearcat streak has now gone to 22 games. Now, that goes all the way back to 1980. So 42 years ago is when the last time Mansfield actually beat the Bearcats. Now, over that span, they have not played each other, every year.
Right.
There's only been 22 games played. So, and the Tigers have not beat the Bearcats in 17 tries here at Bearcat Stadium. So this team is looking forward to trying to doing that. They started off on a hot start, went 4-0 to start the year. They've dropped the last 2. So we'll see how it goes. The very first meeting between these two teams was all the way back in 1921. The exact date wasn't available, but the Cats won 19-0. And both of these are in Conference 3A1. This is Week 7. I can't believe we're already at Week 7.
Yeah, it's been a quick season. Quick year.
It really has. Here are your captains for the Tigers. Number 22, that is Tyler Woolbright. Number 4 is Daniel Burton, and number 2, Andrew Burton. And then number 1 for you Booneville Bearcats, it sure is nice to see him dressed out, guys. Mr. Brooks Herrera.
Yeah, Brooks was medically cleared for full participation this week. He went Monday, I believe, to the doctor. I texted him Monday afternoon, and he was excited, ready to go, man. Great kid, one of the hardest working kids I've ever been with. I'm excited and happy to see him back out on the field for Booneville. We know we've missed him on both sides of the ball.
We really have. We've missed him, in the backfield and in the secondary. Had some guys step up, but it's still not the same with Brooks not in there. And I know he's happy to be back, especially since today is his 18th birthday.
Yeah, today is his 18th birthday, and that's awesome. This is a day he's not going to forget anytime soon, I'm sure. Now I don't know what his rep count's going to be like tonight.
Right.
I don't expect him to get a full load. If he could get anywhere from a few snaps to no snaps. I don't know. They didn't really early in the week have a plan. Last time I talked to him, it was more to see how he felt and progressed through the week. But he's moving around good. I imagine he's probably lost a little bit of that speed that he had. He's I think he was actually the fastest 40 times, set the school record. So
he did beat up Mr. Matt Berry. Sorry to interrupt you there, but
no, yeah. So, he's a great athlete, though. He'll work towards getting that back, and I'm excited to see if he brings anything to this game. And if not, I'm ready to see him next week.
Right. Your Booneville Bearcats did not win the toss. The Tigers did. The Tigers chose to I'll get situated here. I believe they chose to kick. Cats will receive. So tell you a couple guys to watch out for real quick for the Tigers. Their quarterback, number 5, Cole Kendall. Jake, coming into this game, he has 1,076 passing yards and 9 touchdowns. But he's also thrown 8 interceptions. So it's kind of like the quarterback last week for Greenland.
Yeah, he looks like the type of kid. He's got a strong arm.
Yeah.
I looked at him on film a little bit this week. He's throwing it at just over 67% completion percentage.
Right, that's pretty good.
He's a lot of dump-off passes if you look, and we'll talk about it as we go down.
Right.
It's not a lot of deep downfield passes, but he has shown that he has the ability to do so. Some of them picks, those 8 interceptions he has throughout the year, it's been on a couple of deep balls, a few third down situations. He's got a good arm, smart kid.
Yeah.
And he'll be somebody to look out for tonight.
Someone to watch out for on the ground for him is going to be number 22, Tyler Woolbright. Kid's got some speed to him watching some film. Very quick. Some guys to watch out for, Jake, on the receiving end is number 4, Daniel Burton, and number 10, Tyler Turnspeed. Like you were saying, he don't really throw it. Kendall don't really throw it deep, kind of bubble routes, maybe little screens here and there, some slants.
Yeah, if you look at it, Burton, he's averages just 56 yards per game.
Yeah.
Number 10, is it turnip seed, whatever I've got wrote down here. He's 43 per game, so it's a lot of yards per game at over 1,000, but it's dumping off the different guys. You got number 25, Peyton Martin. He's got 25 catches for 367 yards and a few touchdowns on the year as well. So a lot of weapons that Kendall has to his team here, but we'll see what they come up with.
So I was wrong. The Bearcats are kicking. The Tigers are receiving. Here's Marcos' kick. High kick, good kick. Going to be fielded by number 4. That is going to be Burton, Andrew Burton, right up the middle. And Ferris Danes on the trip up, and David Hicks on the assist there for you Bearcats. Got our defense coming out here. A couple guys to watch for on the defense. Our leading tackler is Mr. Dax Goff. He's got 49 tackles on the year, 1 sack. A couple other guys to watch out for. Damari Poole, second leading tackler with 39.5 tackles, and he leads the team in sacks right now with 2.5. And then Dunn Daniel, he's got 25.5 tackles. And Mr. David Hicks, he's got 10 tackles himself. And Mr. Cody Elliott, he has 25 tackles. And we have Mr. Brooks Herrera out here starting at safety. And there's a pass over here to the left-hand side, little bubble pass, and there's be tackled. That's going to be a face mask against the Cats.
Yeah, it looked like he got his hand stuck in there. He was yanking, trying to get that thing out, and not a great start what you're looking for, but it was a great read by our defensive player there. That's number 2, Brendan Dove. senior for the
Yes.
Bearcats, and hopefully we see a lot more of that getting into the backfield pretty quickly tonight.
Hopefully so. And he got an interception last week, I believe. It was him or PT got the interception last week. So, sorry, Isaac.
And Brendan will be number 2 tonight.
Yes.
He's got his purple jersey. Had to cut his white jersey when he suffered that injury in week 1 up at Dollarway. So
Slowly but surely getting all the guys back.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, we'll see what happens.
Shotgun
happens with
formation
that.
here. And he's just going to keep it on the right-hand side. Now he throws it, and that's going to be incomplete as that was a forward pass.
That was number 7, Jeremy Strozier, in with the pass at quarterback right there.
Yeah.
He's a sophomore, 5'10", 165-pound. Sophomore for Mansfield. And he did have a few pass attempts as well on their stat sheet throughout the year.
Well, see, I had heard that the quarterback got hurt, but they wasn't sure if he was just, out
Right.
for sure or not, but it looks like he is. So number 7 is going to be your quarterback, Stozer, and he's going to hand off to number 22. That's Woolbright, and he's going to be wrapped up for a tackle for loss by Mr. Brendan Dove.
That's a great job by Brendan right there.
Boy, it is. He's come out fired up tonight.
Yeah, he has. He blew that play up. Just kind of a slow developing play right there. Who was that, 22? That's
22,
Woolbright on the
yep.
carry. Just slow developing play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 situation. 25-yard line. Big opportunity for the Bearcats to get that elusive stop to start the game.
Right, we're down to 11-minute mark here in the first quarter. Sends a guy in motion. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little handoff here. They try it sometimes, and he's going to – oh, I believe he got a foot down there,
He
fellas.
did. That was a great play. Perfectly thrown ball right up against the sideline in a spot where only his receiver can get it.
That was
Looked like Trace Hall and Dunn Daniel on coverage there. Just a great job.
There's not much really they could do about that, honestly.
No, it was pretty good coverage, really. Just a well-placed ball. It's enough for a first down, 1st and 10 for Mansfield.
That was Daniel Burton, number 4, on the reception there for the Tigers. Kind of got a trio over here for the Tigers, one to the right. Stozer's looking for his deep route here. High pass and incomplete. You had Peyton Tatum in coverage there, and pretty good coverage by him.
Yeah, it was. That ball just kind of got in the air and hung for a little while. It wasn't necessarily a poorly thrown ball. It just kind of floated up in the air a little bit.
It did.
Looked odd coming down.
Yeah.
But either way, that's good coverage by 12 and 11 there for Booneville.
He's kind of throwing into the wind. The Tigers are going towards the wind. Granted, it's not blowing as hard as it was a while ago, but there's still a little breeze. Same formation here for the Tigers. 10:45 left to go in the first, and it's 2nd and 10 from their own 36. And it's going to be a handoff right up the middle. That was number 15, Wadley.
Looked like Dunn Daniel was the first Bearcat to meet him. Dax Goff also there to help bring him down. Pretty good little defensive play there, just gaining 3 yards. Again, we've got a 3rd and 7, and so far throughout the year, this is where the Bearcat defense has struggled.
Yeah.
Getting that big stop when they need it. So we'll see if they can dial one up right here.
You got trips here to the left, one to the right. Stozer's looking over here to his left, and incomplete. And I'm not sure, guys, if that was just a wrong route or what.
I think, yeah, it looked like the timing was a little off. Burton, number 4, he did a good job. He got to the sticks where he needed to be, and it looked like the play was just a little too slow developing for the quarterback there. And that's probably a lack of experience still. He's a sophomore coming in, not the starter, but kind of thrust into that due to injury and just a little off.
So Trace Hall's going to go back deep for you Bearcats, and that's going to be number 2, Burton, Andrew Burton, doing the punting. And he's just going to let it go. Trace, I think he just likes to scare us and everybody.
Yeah, boy, he gets right up against
He
the ball
does.
and acts like he's going to get it. And one day he's going to grab one and take it to the house.
He is. I'm waiting for that. So we've got our offense coming out here on the field. We'll give you some offensive stats for your Bearcats. Mr. Trace Hall, he's got 52 carries on the year for 699 yards. And Mr. Dax Goff, he has, where'd it go? 1,104 yards on 66 carries and 15 touchdowns. So you're going to have two receivers over here to the right. That looks like Manson and Elliott. And you got Dak Scoff going in motion. He gets the handoff on the right-hand side. Cuts back to the inside. And still on his feet. Sheds a couple tackles, and he's going to take a couple guys with him. First down for your Bearcats. Looks like, I believe, number 2 in there on the stop for the Tigers. It's Andrew Burton. He's got 26 tackles on the year. Got to watch out for Jake and Isaac. Is Drew Elmer, number 18. He's their leading tackler with 45 total. And another guy to watch out for is number 7, is the quarterback right now, Jeremy Stozer. He's got 38. A couple guys to watch for on the defense. Hall gets the ball on the left-hand side. Got a couple guys blocking for him. He's going to be short, looks like, about a yard or two.
Yeah, it's a good job by Hall turning on the jets and getting to the sideline. Ran right at the sticks, the line to gain there. Looks like they're going to place it. They're calling a first down here at the stadium, but I believe he's a yard short.
I believe he's a yard short, yeah.
It'll be 2nd and 1 coming up.
Yeah, so we got 2nd and 1 here, guys. It's 9:23 left to go here in the first quarter. Ball's on the 46-yard line. Dunn Daniel and Cody Elliott out here on the right. And Dax is going to go in motion. It's just good job there by PT just to hold on to it.
Yeah, play was blown up. He couldn't pitch guys covered, his holes covered, and sometimes it's better to just hold on to that thing, take your loss, and live to fight another day, and that's what Tatum does right there. It's going to be a loss of about, 3 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 4.
I believe that was 87 Noble on the tackle, 6'2", 195. Dax Goff goes in motion. Daniel is split out to the left. Manson over here to the right. Dax Goff's your left halfback. Trace Hall is your right halfback. Cody Elliott is your fullback. PT comes up under center. Got 2 seconds on the play clock. And he's going to hand off to Cody Elliott right up the middle. Cody's turning them legs. He got 2 yards there as number 15 and big number 71 on the stop. That's Braxton Byers, 6'3", 255.
Yeah, he's a big kid. Elliott was just kind of turning them legs, doing his best, but he was only able to pick up about half the yardage needed. And an early decision going to have to be made by the Bearcats.
Yes.
Do you try to pin them deep and help your defense, or let your defense help you out, or do you take that early gamble, try to pick up these extra couple yards?
And it looks like, guys, Coach Doc Crowley's all, we're going to gamble it here right here.
Yeah, and I think that's the right call, set the tone early. I won't agree with it, though, if we don't get it.
Right. Hall goes in motion. PT on the keeper here. He's got the first down up over to 50, 45-40, 35-30. And he drug a guy probably about 5 yards there, guys.
Yeah, he did. I love that play call. Give it to your guy. Nobody's expecting that. Your quarterback, that's Peyton Tatum. We've talked in weeks past. He doesn't get a whole lot of carries, but when he does, boy, he does a lot with them. And that was just a hard-nosed run.
Cats going quick here. Hall goes in motion. And almost. He may have got back to the line of scrimmage. Just 24 on the stop there for the Tigers. Vaughn. Peyton coming into tonight's game. He's 8 of 16 passing for 96 yards. And he's got 96. Yes. 33 carries for 113 yards. He also has 10.5 tackles on the year and an interception.
Yeah, he's had a great season up to this point. That's a great job right there by Mansfield's defense, not falling for that hard count.
Right.
We were able to get Greenland several times with that. You see their defense out there clapping. They know what's coming. They're expecting it.
Hall goes in motion. It'll be a pitch to Hall, and boy, howdy. A loss about 5 yards, and boy, the Tigers defense are here to play tonight.
Yeah, they are. They've really hit the holes, blown up several of the Bearcat plays, and we're going to have to dial something up right here because that pushes us well back into about a 3rd and 14, very long situation. But you imagine if you're picking it up here, going for 2, we're kind of in no man's land. We can't kick that field goal from there most likely.
Yeah.
Probably 2 down territory, so look for something to gain at least half of this yardage right here.
6:30 left to go here in the first quarter, and be hand off to Cody Elliott right up the middle. And Cody's turning them legs, maybe 3 yards there, but a whole slew of Tigers on the stop.
Yeah, I mean, Mansfield's doing what they need to do.
Yeah.
They're plugging the hole there, and Elliott hadn't had a lot of room to run up to this point. We talked last week. Elliott had a big game right out the gate, and it looks like they're keying on him a little bit. Zach, we're in a position here, 4th and 12, like I just said a while ago, we're in no man's land. Looks like
Yeah.
we're going to go for it, try to get a big play here.
Shotgun formation here. You got trips to the right. PT rolling. You got some pressure from backside. And, Jace Washburn almost had it just right through his hands. And I think he would have been just maybe a yard short even if he would have caught that.
Yeah, and that's a freshman deal, or I'm sorry, a sophomore deal right there.
Yeah.
When you're going for 4th down, you're going for that big 3rd down play. I believe Isaac mentioned it last week.
Yeah.
You got to get to the sticks or get
Yep.
to that line to gain. You can't stop yourself short, especially when you're shutting yourself off to the sideline.
Right.
That's something I'm sure we'll look at on film.
Yeah.
And that'll be a teaching moment for Jace. But excellent job right there by the Tiger defense getting that big stop that a lot of people hadn't been able to do the last few weeks.
Right. And, hey, so they're taking possession of the game here. Trips to the right, went over here to the left. And it's going to be a handoff to number 22. That's Woolbright. Dax Goff and Mr. Brett Welling on the stop for the Bearcats.
Yeah, and you got to throw Cody Elliott's name in there
yes.
as well. He helped drag him back. Looked like that play may be stopped for minimal gain, but he broke through a little bit, drug a guy. Bearcats are able to bring him down to the ground, gain him about 6 yards.
Two receivers to either side. Stozier is going to be your quarterback. Burton goes in motion. Stozier's rolling over here to the left. And good job there by Mr. Washburn. He may have got 2 yards there on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd down for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's pretty good coverage right there by Jace, keeping his man in front of him, putting his shoulder into him, driving him out of bounds for minimum gain. Bearcats need to dial up something right here to get a stop at the line or a little behind it and force Mansfield into decision making.
Yeah, they've got 5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Ball's on the 40-yard line. We'll see what they got cooking here. Trips over here to the left. Woolbright is to the right of Stozier. And this is going to be a handoff right up the middle. Dax Goff, the first guy back there. And Mr. Dunn Daniel on the stop as well for your Bearcats.
That's a good job by Dunn. Dax slowed him up a little bit,
Yes.
but Dunn kind of stepped into that hole and just lowered his shoulder and took a hit and drug him right down to the ground. And that was what we needed right there. That brings up a big situation here for Mansfield to see, this is about the same area we were in when we took that gamble. So is that something that Mansfield decides to do as well?
Looks like they're going to. Well, I'll tell you what, fellas. Isaac and Jake, I think he's just going to let the clock run down, take a timeout, use his first timeout here. Mr. Johnny Barnes went onto the field for Mr. David Hicks. Hey, there's a real good story on him this past week. You can head over to BoonevilleBearcats.com and look that up, or over to our Facebook page, Booneville Bearcat Livestream, and read that story on Mr. David Hicks. I tell you what, folks, we'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. The Tigers are going for it, 4th and 2. Stozier going back to shotgun formation now. 2 receivers to either side. He gets a snap and quick punt. And, hey, I wasn't expecting that. And, guys, that's taking a Tiger roll. Will it?
Oh, my goodness. Boy, that is an excellent punt.
Wow.
That may be the best quick kick punt I've ever seen.
I think so. I was wondering if they was going to call it a touchback or not. His feet slid into the end zone, but I don't know who downed that for the Tigers, but, boy, you got to give him props. It's a Stozier.
He was hauling butt down there trying to get to it, and that ball took just enough roll to get down there and give Mansfield excellent field position, about as good as you could ever ask for. What do you do here?
Well, that's a good question.
You got to do something.
I mean,
you may see a quarterback keep or
that's
just a
what I was
handoff
gonna
to
say.
Elliott and try to
I would say
give
right
yourself
up
a
the
little
middle.
room.
And that's what they're going to do. Cody right up the middle, and he's going to get about 5 yards there, guys,
Yeah,
maybe 4.
That's a good little run by Elliott with little room to work back behind him, able to not only gain 5 yards on his own stats, but move this offense out to where we've got a little room to work.
You know, coming to tonight's game, Cody, he's got 434 yards on the year and 7 touchdowns. Hall goes in motion, and Elliott's going to get the ball again. And, first down. Boy, I was hoping he'd get it going there on that one.
Yeah, he nearly did. He kind of shoestring, didn't really tackle him, just kind of slowed him down, knocked into his leg, and he got a little airborne. The only guy I could see was Woolbright there on the end. I think that's who they're going to credit the tackle to, and excellent job by Elliott.
3:09 left to go here in the first quarter. Hall goes in motion, gets the pitch on the left-hand side, and he's just going to be wrapped up by number 2, Andrew Burton. But, hey, about 2-3 yards carry there.
Yeah, nothing special about it, just moving forward. If you get 3 yards of carry, you can play all day, you know, and there's nothing fancy about it, but sometimes that's exactly what you need, just to move forward.
2:40 left to go here in the first quarter. Matson split out to the right. Hand off to Elliott right up the middle. And he's going to get maybe 3 yards there on the carry as big number 71 on the stop, Braxton Byers for the Tigers.
Yeah, Byers, he's a big kid, 6'3", 255-pound senior for Mansfield. Put a good little stop on him, pop on him right there to bring him down. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Dax Goff goes in motion, gets the pitch on the right-hand side, throws a little stiff arm and breaks out of the tackle. And he's going to have the first down as he falls forward to about the 35-yard line.
That's Tyler Woolbright, 22. We've mentioned his name multiple times on both sides of the ball already on the stop. Dax, he's just a hard kid to bring down.
He is.
Seems like week in and week out somebody's hitting him, and he's dragging and bouncing and hopping off of him.
PT comes up under center. Goff goes in motion. PT going to pass here. He's got Trace Hall open, and just a little too much. Been a sweet pass or catch if he'd have reeled that pass in.
Yeah, it looked like when he turned his head and the ball got airborne, he kind of stutter stepped just a little bit. You know, maybe the ball needed to be a little more upfield instead of behind him, but a ball that that Hall expects to catch.
Right.
And unfortunate that was able to fall, just not quite connected there.
1:46 left to go here in the first quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Trace Hall on the left-hand side. Trace cuts back to the middle. He's going to have the first down. Mr. Woolbright, well, he's been all over the place tonight for the Tigers.
Yeah, he has. We do have a flag on the play at the 40-yard line. Looks like it's coming back. Holding call.
Holding against Bearcats, and that hurts us there. Puts it at 2nd and 20 now.
Yeah, it goes from 1st and 10 to it'll be 15 spot of the foul.
Okay, spot
right
of the foul.
Middle, but still, I mean, 2nd and 15, 15-yard swing right there. Moving backwards, we're going to have to limit that throughout the night.
Yeah, especially with how the Tigers defense is playing so far, guys. As Hall goes in motion, heading back on the backside to Dax Goff, able to stay on his feet, heads to the sideline, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown, Bearcats. Dax Goff goes, what is that, 70 yards?
Yeah, I think it was 70 yards on the play. Yeah, from the 30 to the end zone, 70 yards, and just a great job again.
Yeah.
Comes through. He's touched right off the bat. He's able to kind of shed a little bit of a tackle. It wasn't a wrap-up or nothing like that, but he's able to bounce off, get to the side and make something happen. Great job by the Bearcat offense and a great response.
That's exactly the response we needed. Dax is going to be the long snapper. PT going to be the holder. Snaps good, holds good. Kick is up by Mr. Marcos Major, and it is good with 1:18 left to go here in the first quarter. The Booneville Bearcats are up 7-0 over the Mansfield Tigers. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium, just right off DJ George Drive, Shield Field, Don Elmore press box. Juan Brevis Oro to do the kicking for the Bearcats. 1:18 left to go here in the first quarter. Dax Goff goes 70 yards for a touchdown. It's going to be fielded. I believe that's number 25. That's Martin. He's trying to make some room, do a little dancing here. And Trevor Cairo is going to pull him out of bounds.
Ooh, got very close there to
Yes.
something out of bounds, and we may have ended up having the flag fall. No, we've got an injury.
Oh,
on
looks
the
like we've
field.
got an injured player. Tell you what, we'll take a little break while he's being looked at. We'll be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Bearcat Stadium. Injured Tiger was Mr. Clint Stovall, senior. Glad to see him get off the field, but with a little help, and hopefully he's all right. Certainly the Tigers don't need that, especially with their starting quarterback out tonight.
No, and Stovall, he's one of those athletes that does a little bit of everything down there in
Yeah.
Mansfield. Good athlete.
And Stozier's going to roll to his right, trying to find somebody, and it's going to fall short. It's intended to number 4, Daniel Burton.
Yeah, he had him there. It wasn't, we talked earlier in the game. They don't attack a lot of deep passes on the field. It's a lot of dump off and screens and slants and right there, that's only 3 yards downfield, but he's got him wide open, just underthrows it.
Yeah. Do have a quick shout out from our guy, Mr. David Tharp. He says, "Let's go Cats," and wants to give a shout out to his wife and kids, as well as to the guys up here in the booth. Thank you for that, Mr. David. And hopefully you are enjoying the game very well and this nice weather we're having. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. 1:03 left to go here in the first quarter. Stozier on the keeper. He's going to have about 5 yards, 6-yard gain there, but not before Mr. Dunn Daniel and Chase Plumell on the stop for the Bearcats.
Yeah, he was met in the backfield by Cody Elliott, and Cody just missed him. Had him open. You could see him as he turned. He kind of slapped his helmet a little bit, and he aggravated with himself there, but he did have guys in pursuit to help him there. Brings him down 4 to go here. 42-yard line for Mansfield.
Looks like you're going to have 2 to the right. I guess you can say trips to the right, 1 over here to the left. Stozier's your quarterback. And I'm trying to see who your halfback is. It looks like Woolbright's going to be your halfback. And incomplete. I wasn't sure who caught that there, guys.
Yeah, you could make an argument for both of them guys should have caught that
Yeah.
ball. It looked like Dax got his hand in there to kind of knock it down. And Burton, I think, there for a second thought he did have it in
I
his
think
hands.
so.
He took off running and had to come back for it. Unfortunate there that thing wasn't able to fall into Dax's hands. And
Right.
here we are again in a 4th and 4 situation. Last time we saw that quick punt.
And
We'll see what they decide to do now.
It looks like they're going for it here, Jake. We'll see what they do, though. Little curl route, and it's caught by number 25. That's Martin.
Oh, I don't think he got it.
I think he's going to be short. Cody Elliott and Peyton Tatum on the stop. Yeah, he's about a yard short there, Jake and Isaac.
Yeah, it looks like it. The spot looks like it's a benefit to Booneville there.
Looks like they're going to take a measure here.
I mean, it looks fairly
That's
obvious that, you know, when you're right up on against the yard line that it's not there, but we'll go ahead and
guess we'll measure. Hey, Isaac, why don't you go ahead and zoom in on that?
I'll tell you, if our lines are straight, he's short.
Yeah, if not, then he's got it.
Andy Napier, he's the new guy works
He
on our
is.
field down here since Coach Beckham retired, and he does an excellent job. He's working hard out here every day.
He's got the field looking good.
And can draw a straight line also.
Yeah,
They're short.
good job there, Mr. Andy. So, hey, we got 2 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Booneville Bearcats are up 7-0 over the Mansfield Tigers. This is the 80th meeting between these two schools, and Mansfield has never won at Bearcat Stadium in 17 tries. And so far, they're looking good and trying to do that tonight.
Yeah, and they took a big gamble to take a step in that direction right there, going for that 4th and 4 there. That's a gamble, and it didn't pay out. They were able to get the completion. Excellent job on the tackle right there to bring him down short. It'll be Booneville's ball here with excellent field position.
Looks like Daniels the tight end on the left. Dax Goff is your left halfback. Hall is your right halfback. Hand off to Cody Elliott right up the middle, and he's going to have about 5-6 yards there on the carry, and that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. The Booneville Bearcats are up 7-0 over the Mansfield Tigers. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. We're back here at Bearcat Stadium. Started the second quarter. 2nd and 4 for you Booneville Bearcats here. Hall goes in motion, gets the handoff on the left-hand side. Good hole right there, and got a flag. This is going to come back.
Hole opened up right there for Trace.
did.
But the officials thought,
Otherwise, that's almost like the parting of the Red Sea there, guys.
yeah, that was a big hole to run through there, but unfortunately it looks like allegedly
A holding call.
it was an illegal. So we'll
Yeah.
see. I'm not sure. I didn't see it. I'm sure there was
Yeah.
something there, but ball's going to come back. We'll be back to the original line of scrimmage, though. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Looks like Mr. Jace Washburn is coming in, and Mr. Dunn Daniels going to get a break real quick for you Bearcats. Goff goes in motion. 11:55 left to go here in the second quarter. I did forget to mention, your Mansfield Tigers come in number 17 in Class 3A, 4-2 overall, 1-2 in conference play. And it's going to be a handoff to Cody Elliott right up the middle. And he's still turning them legs. Look at that drive right there by Cody. He gets 5, almost 6 yards there.
And we've mentioned several times, guys, with him. You know, he's a little undersized. He only stands about 5'7", 5'8". They've got him listed here as 150 pounds. But boy, he runs hard, and he can get those legs a turning, and he does an excellent job. And right there, he just showed it.
He had good 3, maybe 4 guys on that pile right there. Brings up 3rd and 5 for your Bearcats with 11:18 left to go here in the second quarter. PT comes up under center. Hall goes in motion, gets the handoff on the left-hand side, and he just slips there, guys.
I think, I'm not 100%, I think he may have stepped on Elliott coming through.
Did he?
It looked like he got a foot caught on his foot, and he just kind of tumbled to the ground.
So it's going to bring up 4th and 8 as Mr. Matthew Crosby comes out of the game for the Cats. And it looks like we're going to do shotgun formation here. Trips to the right. That's going to be Washburn, Matson, and Daniel. Hall over here to the left. Dax Goff is going to be to the left of Peyton Tatum. Here's your snap. PT looking over here to the left. High, and it's caught by Trace Hall. He's going to have the first down and be out of bounds about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, but guys, we've got another flag on the field.
Oh, dear.
42-yard line.
An eligible receiver downfield. So,
Well, that was quick.
Yeah.
That flag come out quick. I'm not sure who it was on.
I don't either. So look, and that's going to force the Cats to punt. Dax has been averaging around 34 or so yards a punt. Now, not last week, but homecoming against West Fork, he booted almost a 50-yarder from the back end of the end zone.
Yeah, and he's done a really good job with that. You know, he didn't come into the season the guy, but he stepped into that role.
Yeah, when Ryland went out, he stepped up from being the long snapper, and that's a good little punt down at the 20, 21-yard line is where the Tigers will take over. And Isaac and Jake, what do y'all think so far about the Tigers?
You want to go first, Isaac?
Yeah, I mean, they've done pretty good. They've had a few sustained drives. They just can't finish it out. I mean, for what our defense has been, they've done pretty well.
Yeah, and then you look at the opposite side of the ball, you know, on their defense. It's been they've done an excellent job of getting a few stops. That's something that I don't know if has happened with the starting group in the last couple of weeks. So
I don't think so.
They've done a good job right there. That's an excellent little pop put on by Bearcat defender.
I believe that is that Dax. Well, Dax was in there, but Brett Welling and Mr. David Hicks was the first two there.
Yeah, I think it was. So that's a good little pop right there. Loss of a yard, half a yard to a yard.
I do want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Philip Robertson. He's watching and listening all the way down at Old Riley's Auto Parts. You can always swing in there, and Mr. Philip can hook you up with what you need. Trips to the right over here. Little quick screen over here to number 4. That's Burton. He's going to sheds the tackle of Dove. Mr. David Hicks in there on the stop, as well as Jace Washburn. And did I mention Dunn too?
I believe so,
Okay.
And that was just a good second effort right there. Dunn, I believe that was that Dove that came in?
Yes, sir.
Originally on
Yep.
the tackle and wasn't able to bring him down. Looked like he kind of did a mixture of tackle and tried to strip the ball. Fell off to the side, and good second effort. Picked up a large chunk of yardage there for Mansfield.
Trips to the left, went over here to the right. Stozier is your quarterback. Woolbright is the halfback to the left of him. A little quick receiver screen over here again. That's Burton. He's going to have the first down, and it got, good open field shoelace tackle there by Washburn.
Yeah, and it's a good thing he was there to make it, because that was going to be, I'm not saying he was going to score, but it was going to be several more yards and a lot of room to run, a lot of real estate. So great job by Jace to bring him down, but also an excellent job by the Mansfield Tiger offense to pick up a first down and keep this drive going.
So 8:22 left to go here in the second quarter. Cats are up 7-0 over the Tigers. Stozier is looking here. Got pressure from Mr. Hicks. And almost. That's caught by number 6, but Mr. Brooks Herrera First tackle on the year for the senior.
That was a great job by the quarterback there.
Yes.
I keep forgetting his name, Strozer, connecting with Bradley Oldham.
Oldham. I don't believe we've called his name tonight.
No, we haven't, and I don't know if his name was on the stat sheet either. So
I was say I don't think I have him on the.
it's a good job by him stepping in. Great job by that quarterback just to find somebody and get a little positive yardage out of that. Picked up 4.
He's Stovall's replacement, Isaac? Okay. I do have him for 18 yards on the year, so that's his second catch of the year. High pass, and it's going to be intercepted. Oh, I spoke too soon. Good try there by PT. Almost had his second interception of the year.
Yeah, and before you jinxed him.
Yeah. Sorry, Peyton. I'll wait till you get it next time before I say anything.
No, I'm just kidding, but I think he thought he had it too.
I
He
think
mistimed
so.
his jump just a hair, not by much, but ball's able to fall in there off his fingertips and fall to the ground. But it was excellent position, and that's kind of what we talked about earlier in the game with the quarterback. He has the ability to throw it deep. He's got the arm to get it there, but on the passes that we've seen up to that point, it hadn't been on that line that we've seen in previous weeks. So look for a Bearcat defender down the road to take advantage of that.
Got some pressure here from the backside by Dove, and it's just a keeper right there up the middle. And hey, you got to give the quarterback props right there. The ball come out. Dax has got the ball.
Ball came out, but I believe they're calling him down.
Already blew the whistle, I believe.
I think it was just a late whistle. Nobody really blew it. It was not a lot of movement going on before that ball was finally popped out, and it was stripped because he was just laying there with no whistle being blown.
Right.
So I think that's the right call. Gain of nothing there, so it's going to bring up 4th and 5. And Mansfield, again, they keep finding themselves in this midfield position. What are we going to do? Looks like they're going to go for the punt this time.
And they've just been right there, honestly, just on the cusp, I guess is the right word, of breaking one. And Trace Hall is going to pick it up this time, heads towards the sideline, and that's going to come back. Ooh, what a hit by Chase Plymell. Oh, they're going to call a flag on that one. Fumble. The Tigers say they have it.
Well, there was a lot that didn't go Booneville's way on that
There
play.
is
We've got
a lot.
multiple penalties. We've got a Mansfield Tiger down. We've got a fumble on the play. And that was a big hit over here by Chase
That was a big hit.
Plymell.
And sorry, Jake, that's probably going to be a blindside block. But I really don't know. I'd have to go back, honestly, and watch it.
Yeah,
I think it was almost clean. But
I think it'll be more of a hit on a defenseless player type situation. He's up on his feet, and he's moving around. I think he's probably just got the wind knocked out of him. That was a big hit.
I think so.
And, again, that was 64 Chase Plymell.
Yeah, that's number 72, Austin Quinalty. He's 6'2", 200. And, boy, you're glad to see him up after a pretty good hit like that.
Yeah, I mean, Chase, he's just, for lack of a better word, a big kid. I mean, he's 6 foot, not even 6 foot, about 5'10", 5'11", 250 pounds. That play is going to come back here.
Yeah. What do you just call there, Isaac? Block in the back. That was back here at the 20.
Yeah. And I'm not sure what they ended up coming up with here on the hit by Chase.
I don't know. They wave it off.
It looks like they've waved it off. I'm not sure, but either way, it was a big hit. I couldn't see the angle, or I just saw the kid get hit.
Yeah.
I looked right at the right time. Hey, I talked to Chase. I told him I'd do this. He said, keep saying my name on the live stream because my Nana loves it.
All right.
So, Nana, I know you're listening. Go Chase.
We can do that. So 1st and 10 for the Cats at their own 9 with 6:24 left to go here in the second quarter. Hand off to Dax Goff on the backhand side, and that's a good job by I believe that's 23, Samuel Burton.
And that's something that hadn't happened a lot up to this point, somebody bringing him down. That's a good job to grab a hold of an ankle and hold on.
Yeah, that's 2-3 yard carry.
Yeah, 2-3 yards, we'll take it all day, but that's something we haven't been accustomed to with that play call. That's been one that's broke through several times throughout the year.
2nd and 8. PT comes up under center. Hall goes in motion. A hand off to Cody Elliott right up the middle and nowhere. And he was stuffed about like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. That's Drew Elmore, number 18 on that stop. He's a 200-pound senior for Mansfield. No gain on the play. He's going to bring up a third and 7, it looks like. This is a situation where you've got to try to pick this up because this is going to be good field position no matter how good the punt is for Mansfield.
Oh, yeah, by far. And Elmore, he's the leading tackler for the Tigers from the linebacker position. They're coming in. It looks like they're going to bring a blitz. And spin move by Trace Hall. How he got out of that, I'm not sure, but he throws a stiff arm. And he gets up over to about the 15-yard line. Good props there by Trace, you know. Give him props.
Yeah, a great escape artist attempt there by him to get out of that. But unfortunately, he's only able to pick up just a couple yards. And another excellent stop, big stop by this Mansfield Tiger defense, playing some inspired ball tonight.
Yeah.
Holding the Bearcats to 7 points at this point has been something that hasn't been heard of up to this throughout this season.
No, especially for the first half of play. It's caught by number 4, and Burton still on his feet, cuts back towards the sideline, and Peyton Tatum on the stop for the Bearcats.
Excellent field position coming up here from Mansfield. It's going to be placed at about the 26-yard line. Doesn't get much better than that, and Chuck just said it best. Mansfield is in business.
They are in, and they're fired up, too.
Yeah, they are, and we're in 4-down territory from this point on. Bearcat defense needs to make a big stop here. I think this is a situation that Mansfield probably saw coming, but Booneville didn't. And you know, going into this week, we felt like we had a good game plan, and we've had some good drives, but Mansfield defense again is playing inspired ball, and they've had a great start to this game.
Yeah, they've coming into tonight's game. Well, I don't have the yards that their defense is allowing, but they're only giving up. How many points a game was that, Isaac? Oh, I got it wrote down. I've got too many papers here. So they're scoring 23, but they've only given up. I found the right paper. They're only giving up 15 points a game, and right now your Cats only have 7. The Cats also have 174 yards. The Tigers have 44, but I really don't know the last time the Cats had under 200 yards with 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter this year.
No, and again, that hadn't been something that we've had to deal with up to this point, even when we were playing our non-conference games, like, you know, your Harding Academy, your Ozark, your whoever else we had there. We were moving the ball on them with the ground game. So that's a great job. Good game plan by Mansfield and their coach and staff over there. And Booneville look to make a big stop here and maybe get one more score on the board before the half.
Yeah, we got 4:26 left to go here in the second. You got 2 guys in the backfield here with Strozier. That's Burton on the right, number 2. And number 22 is Woolbright. He's going to throw deep, high pass, and it's going to be intercepted by Mr. Jace Washburn, who got a flag in the end zone.
I don't know what this flag's going to be.
Isaac saying pass interference. On who, Isaac? Us? Darn.
Isaac says he saw a push-off, and that's exactly what they're calling here, and that's unfortunate.
Oh, man.
Because we did have that interception in the end zone. And that's been the thing with that deep ball. It's just kind of floating. It is. Everyone that he's thrown is we've had an opportunity to make a big play on, and we made one right there. And unfortunately, the penalty is going to neglect it, and that's going to be great positioning for Mansfield, where they can run some of these shorter plays here.
It'll be first time in the red zone tonight. They're going to be down all the way to the 14-yard line. Trips to the right, went over to the left. Strozier's your quarterback. Woolbright to the left of him. And Strozier's rolling to the right, looking. He's going to take it. And Dax Goff and Dunn Daniel on the stop there for the Cats.
Yeah, it's just a gain of about 4 yards. Even though we're this close to the end zone, Mansfield does not have to get a touchdown to keep this drive going. They've got to get to about the 4-yard line, 3-4-yard line. So we do have a 2nd and 7 situation coming up here for Booneville.
And they do have one timeout left, too. The Tigers do. So I do have a score. Ozark and Gentry's tied at 14 in the first quarter. Trips to the left, went over here to the right. Strozier, little bubble pass, receiver screen really to Burton.
Good
And
job.
Who is that? Mr. Peyton Tatum on the open field tackle.
Yeah, it's a good job by Peyton, man. He got a hold of his jersey and just kind of drug him to the ground for minimal gain there, maybe a yard.
Yeah, brings up 3rd and 6. Ball is on, what's that, the 8-yard line. 3:10 left to go here in the second quarter. And 2-down territory here, obviously, in the red zone. We'll see what they got cooking here. Charleston Tigers are up 21-0 over the Hackett Hornets in the first quarter. Strozier's rolling to his right. Got some pressure, though, from Mr. Barnes and Chase Palmel. And he throws it, and it's incomplete. He was out of bounds when he caught that. Good job by Brendan Dove.
Yeah, that's a great job by Brendan. Just kind of forced him to that sideline. The receiver was able to come down with the ball,
Yeah.
but throw was made just a little too late, and he falls out of bounds with some assistance there with the push-off. And now Mansfield, don't believe they've got a kicker that throughout the year has thrown up a lot of field goals here, so
Right.
it looks like they're going to go for it. And why not? This is a situation that a lot of people didn't expect for them to be in right now.
Right.
You got an opportunity to make a big play here and get something cooking.
Strozier looking over here to his left, and it is caught. He's got the
Ball came out.
incomplete. The ball come out. He's saying incomplete. I thought he caught that, and he had the first down, but ball come out.
Yeah,
Moving ball.
I'm not sure. That was either Elliott or Tatum put a good little pop
They
on him
did.
right there and jarred that ball loose. Great job by them. I mean, they did a good job of keeping them in front of him,
Right.
keeping them out of the end zone, which is the most important part of it, but was able to knock that ball out.
Well,
Big stop by the defense.
that's the biggest stop of the game so far.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
2:45 left to go here in the second quarter. Hall goes in motion, hand off to Dax on the backhand side. Steps out of a tackle. Another tackle. Cuts back, still on his feet. He's got the first down. And down to about the 25-yard line. And Mr. Byers on the stop for the Tigers. And that's Dax is doing the little joystick move there on your
Yeah.
Xbox controller.
Yeah. Now look for the Bearcat offense to move quick here. We're 2:35 and counting in the quarter here, or in the half.
Yeah.
Need to move quick.
And hand off to Cody Elliott. Spin move there by Cody. Cody's still on his feet. He's going to have a Bearcat first down. What a run by the senior.
My goodness, that's just a hard-nosed run. You can see it. You can see his face from here, how
Yeah.
hard he's gritting his
Yeah.
teeth and going. That's an excellent, excellent job by Cody. Make something happen. The clock will stop while the chains are set. 2:17 left in the half. Booneville on the move, 35-yard line.
Matson split out here to the left. PT looking to pass. He's got Matson deep. Matson, oh, incomplete right through the hands, and he knows it. Oh, he
yeah.
was, like Chuck says, he's thinking, yes, I got this right here. I'm going to go in and score. And
Yeah, and I don't know if he would have been able to shed that guy, that
well, he
defender,
was right there.
or not. But, man, that's a ball that's got to be made, a play that's got to be made, and he knows it, and he's beating himself up over here, I'm sure. But that's all right. We've got a 2nd and 10 coming up. Took our shot, took our gamble. Clock does stop, 2:06 left in the half.
Hey, I do want to take this time to thank our exclusive broadcast advisor for the app and BoonevilleBearcats.com. That's First Western Bank, serving our local communities for over 110 years. As Mr. Trace Hall gets to carry on here on the left-hand side, and if the official wasn't right there,
Yeah, I think nothing malicious there. It's just one of them situations you see from time to time where you cut and the official's there and you kind of got to go around him, and that was kind of a play stopper right there. It hurt the progress of the run there, but either way, it was an excellent run. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 to go. Booneville decided to take a timeout. It'll be their first. The 1:58 left.
so I'll tell you what, we'll take this time because it's the second quarter, almost halftime, and we hadn't thanked the sponsors for the app and the website. So some of our premier sponsors, 5B Properties, and B Plus Storage Solutions. See Calvin Bennett for your rental needs. Community National Bank. Let Mr. Brett Cook and the staff take care of your banking needs. The rest of our sponsors, Mr. Gerald Baker and Shelter Insurance. S&W Home Center for all your hardware needs. The City of Booneville, a good hometown. Patriot Underground and Taylor Nieder. First Booneville, home of First Booneville students, First Booneville kids, Booneville Family Dental, and Stacy Holbert Photo Art. So without them, the app and BoonevilleBearcats.com would not be possible. I want to say thank you to them, give them the shout out they deserve. We hand off to Cody Elliott right up the middle. Cody's got the first down, and he's taking a couple of Tigers with him for a ride.
Yeah, he got to that line of the game there, and he thought, why not a little bit more? Gets all the way down to the 40. What do we have? About 46-yard line there.
Oh, 46. Yeah, I was looking on the other side.
Yeah, I
sorry.
about said that too.
PT looking to pass. He's got Washburn deep. Jace Washburn catches it at the 20. Throws a stiff arm. He's going to be tackled about where they mark him. 12, 11-yard line. What a catch there by Washburn.
Great bounce back right there for the passing game to not lose faith in it. We knew that we had the guy open downfield a while ago. They decided to take another little gamble and get another guy in that area. They do it. It works. It'll be Booneville ball at the 12-yard line, it looks like, with plenty of time now on the clock to punch one in to go up 2 scores.
Dunn Daniels, you tied in on the left. Hand off to Cody Elliott on the left-hand side. Cody's going to go in. Touchdown, Bearcats. 1:36 left to go here in the first half.
It's a great drive, great response. Had a big stop down here on defense, followed up by a big drive on offense, and that's what Booneville needed to get something cooking here. Get one more big stop, and we can go into the half with a 2-score lead.
It would be very crucial here. We get this stop here when the Tigers get the ball. Marcos to do the kicking. Here's a snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. So with 1:36 left to go here in the first half, your Booneville Bearcats 14, Mansfield Tigers 0. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium, just right off DJ George Drive, Shield Field, Don Elmore Press Box. For Jake Fiddle and Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. And your number 2 Booneville Bearcats, guys, are in a fight tonight against the number 17 Mansfield Tigers.
Yeah,
14 to nothing.
No, you're good. I'm putting my mic on, and multiple times tonight we've said this has been an inspired football by Mansfield. A couple big stops. Few sustained drives there. Fortunately for the Bearcat defense, they haven't had anybody punch one in yet. And right there, that was exactly what Booneville needed to dial up right before the half to get that big score. Gives a 2-score lead going into the half, hopefully.
Yeah, and that was pretty much on the shoulders, really, of Cody Elliott. I mean, Dax got it started, but Cody helped finish. He finished it off there. Got to give credit to the line. Saw on Twitter, Mr. Peyton Tatum got the offensive line some shirts and called the Pancake Club, I think is what it was. So you love to see the guys giving the line the credit they deserve, honestly.
I just was hoping he'd bring me some pancakes.
Well, we'll take some pancakes, not going to lie. That was a good stop there by Mr. Lofton, number 4, and Trevor Cairo for the Cats on the special teams. Little receiver screen over here to Burton again. And Dax Goff on the stop. I guess you could say Mr. Brooks Herrera on the assist as well.
Yeah, he kind of slowed him up right there, and it's a good job by the Bearcats just to kind of keep him in the field of play, keep him in front. Chain is moving to reset here with the first down pickup. We've got about a minute 22 left in the half here. Defense looking to make a big stop.
Looks like trips to the left, one over here to the right. Strozer's your quarterback. Wilbright is the halfback to the right of him. Got pressure from Plymel on the backside. Dunn Daniels in pursuit. And good
Great
job. Is that Cody or Peyton? That's Peyton over there.
Peyton, that's a good job. And we had nearly had a sack back there. The pocket collapsed around him, around the quarterback, number 7 there, Strozier. And he was able to escape, but an excellent job by the defense to keep him in bounds and force Mansfield here to use their last time out.
So we got 48 seconds left to go here until the halftime show. But hey, Caden and Bubba Wickton are cheering on the Cats tonight. They say, "Go Cats." I'd like to give a shout out to the rest of the Wicktons up there in northeastern Pennsylvania. I'm sure it's cooling off a little up there. It's starting to cool off here, getting close to that hunting season. What was that, Chuck? 36 to nothing? Who was the team?
I don't know what he was. Somebody's winning 36 to nothing.
Let's see here. I'll see if I can find it real quick. Charleston's up 36-0 over Hackett in the second.
Gotcha.
2 receivers to the right, 1 over here to the left. Strozier is telling number 23. Let me get my roster here. That's Burton, the other Burton. I think there's like 3 Burtons on the team. And throwing and intercepted. Mr. Jay Schwashburn's all. I'm taking it this time. He cuts back to the right-hand side. Cuts towards the Bearcat sideline. He's got a big old wall over here.
Jace. Atta boy.
Oh.
Oh,
And yeah.
Golly.
Yeah. Coach Crowley's talking to him. Chase, oh, wait a minute. But
Yeah, that
yeah.
came in a little late. I think that's just a lot of
Emotion, I think.
and a lot of weight moving forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
dragging down, hard to get it stopped, and that's going to back up an excellent interception and,
Yeah.
and great field position there. With 30 seconds left, getting it right there, you've got a pretty good opportunity to punch one more in. I'm not saying we won't, but this is
Right.
going to make it a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, you got 32 seconds left. We do have 2 timeouts on the board, guys. What do you think we cook up here?
Man, I don't know. You do have the 2 timeouts, so if you've got a run play that you think's worked pretty well tonight, maybe that little counter action that we saw earlier that's led to a big chunk gain there, you might do that and burn one of them, or
Right.
you may decide to go through the air a little bit, pick it up at the sideline. That hadn't really been our forte throughout the years, but it may be just
May have to
another
try it
option.
tonight. Yeah. So Jace splits out to the right. Everybody else is in tight. Dunn Daniels are tied in on the right-hand side. Goff goes in motion. He gets the handoff on the right-hand side. Good blocking
Get to
over
the
there by
sideline.
Jace.
Get to the sideline.
And Dax cuts back. He's got the first down. So the clock will stop until the chains get set. But, yeah, really need to get to the sideline to save the timeouts. We still have 2 left, 23 seconds left on the game clock here in the second quarter.
I think we're going to take our timeout here.
I think so.
It's probably a good place to take one of the 2 we had left. And now I would imagine you're probably drawing up a couple plays here. This is
Yes.
what we're going to do, and then if we don't score on it, here's something else we can take at them. That way, just a little less to have to worry about when you're running out of time, 23 seconds. Look to dial something up here. At least maybe get a few yards to attempt a field goal with one of our 2 boys.
Right. If we get, I would think, down to the 25, ball down to the 25-20, that'd be a good field goal range for both the guys. Might be pushing it towards the edge of their limit. I don't know what, their limit is. Pablo
Right.
had a pretty good leg last year. Gavin Kent, the year before, he had a good leg as well.
Yeah, and we've had a few guys throughout the years with the leg to get it, and you don't want to call it unfortunate because we haven't had to do that much this year because our offense had so much success. But this is a situation we haven't seen a lot of field goals, so we're not sure exactly
And,
where that line to gain would be.
What in the world would you call that, Isaac? I don't know what that was. Shotgun
Confusion.
formation, exactly. Dax Goff goes in motion, a little trickery here. Hand off to Trace Hall, spin
Just
move.
nowhere to go.
Yeah. Big old number 71 in there on the stop. That's Byers. Cats are going to use their last timeout with 10 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, so now you don't have enough to really cook anything up. You may be able to take one shot at the sideline somewhere.
Yeah.
And get out of bounds quick and get moving a little bit forward. But we ran a couple extra seconds there. It looked like Booneville will take one big shot most likely. And if not, I think we'll be happy taking this game to the half with a 2-score lead. Just would like to get that third.
Yeah, I think so. I do have another shout-out. The Bletsols, they want to say go Cats. They're not able to be here at the game tonight. They are at home watching. They say go Bearcats. Sean said his mom fell and had to get some stitches, but she's okay. She's tough like a Bearcat. So I hope she's doing all right. Can't forget Mr. Dummy Shepherd watching from the big old metropolis of Sugar Grove, Arkansas, as well as Mom and Dad. They're also watching from the other big metropolis of Grayson, Arkansas. Speaking of Grayson, I want to give a happy birthday shout out to my oldest boy, Grayson. He turned 6 yesterday, so happy birthday, bud. Be a handoff to Trace Hall over here on the left-hand side and tripped up.
Yeah, and that's just going to take it to the half with that 2-score lead. The penalty backed it up a little bit, kind of shot herself in the foot there of getting something big to happen. But, you know, it's better to play safe. Sometimes you don't need to take that big shot. You never know what could happen. Pick 6, something like that. Booneville more than happy to have a 2-score lead here going into the half, hoping to add on a few extras when we come out.
So we'll let you enjoy your halftime show. You Booneville Bearcats 14, Mansfield Tigers 0.
2021-2022 Lady Bearcat basketball team.
And we'll let you enjoy your halftime show. And we'll be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. So this is your last year's Lady Cats basketball team.
Consecutive wins to start the 2021-2022 season. Team went on to win the Booneville Invitational and the Bill Fry Classic, the 3A4 regular season title, and the 3A4 district tournament. The Lady Bearcats also matched the program best by reaching the quarterfinals in the Class 3A state tournament. Coach Goers, we present to you the basketball to commemorate this outstanding accomplishment, and thank you for your contribution to Bearcat history.
And that was quite a run last year by the Lady Cats.
Consecutive wins, Coach Goers has now now surpassed the 100-win mark as a basketball coach for the Booneville High School program. Coach Goers was twice the head coach of the Bearcat basketball team from 2004 to 2007, and then again from 2011 to 2013, and has for the past 3 seasons been the head coach of the Lady Bearcats. Congratulations, Coach Tim Goers. Members of the 2021-2022 Lady Bearcat basketball team: Heaven Sanchez, Lee Swintz, Layla Byram, Lexi Franklin, June Ganderas, Kara Miller, Brooke Turner, Lindley Garrett, JJ Keats, Jolie Tate, Carmen Kent, Haley Roberts. Managers: Gracie Moore, Caroline Smithson, Mary Haynes, and Angie Brown. Coached again by assistant coach Caitlin Holub and head coach Tim Goers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Booneville High School is proud to present the 2022 Booneville Bearcat Marching Band. Tonight the band will be performing their contest show of Steel and Stone. Movement 1 in the Stone, Movement 2 the Gauntlet, and Movement 3 Arthur's Fanfare, Promise Me. Drum Major Ian Shackelford, is your band ready? You may take the field for halftime entertainment. Horn soloist Ian Shackelford. The Booneville Bearcat Marching Band. The Bearcat Marching Band is under the direction of Brian Rhodes and Angela Rhodes, and on the field command of Drum Major Ian Shackelford. Color Guard sponsor is Tina Wilson. Last Tuesday, the band participated in the Region 8 Marching Assessment, where they earned a First Division and their 6th straight invitation to Arkansas State Marching Contest. The band's next performance will be Friday, October the 21st, right here in Bearcat Stadium, where Booneville will celebrate senior night and then take on the Charleston Tigers. Enjoy the rest of the game and go Bearcats!
We're back here at Bearcat Stadium for Jake Fennell and Isaac Brown. I'm Zach Austin. We'll tell you your halftime stats. Your Booneville Bearcats are up 14-0 over the Mansfield Tigers. Well, a little surprising, you could say.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little.
The defense for the Tigers, I mean, I've been really impressed with them so far. Holding the Bearcats 281 yards. I mean, it's not.
I mean, we're averaging what, 440, 4 something.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
halfway. I guess it's not bad, but
but the score doesn't reflect how much offense we have.
That's the
So,
thing. 247 of that's through the air, 34, or not the air.
no.
I am just kidding, folks.
No.
There has been more pass attempts tonight. 34 of that is through the air. 247 of that is on the ground. Let's see here. Get this pulled up on my phone.
Let me not walk over there, but
Oh,
move the camera over there, then we'll come back to.
okay.
All right.
All right. Bearcats, as you can see here, 2 of 6 for 33%
On third downs.
on third downs. That's not good. Third downs are a crucial part, really, of your offense. Depending on where you are on the field, sets up for if you're going to go for it on fourth down. So that needs to get a little bit better. We've got 7 penalties for 78 yards. Isaac, they don't have any penalties.
No, it's helped them a lot. Even though it's not Greenland, I just realized the stuff Greenland on there.
I didn't
It
even.
is not Greenland.
It is Mansfield. And I know there's some of you, it's Mansfield, it's Mansfield. We got it finally.
There.
There we go. It's fixed now.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Our defense, though, I mean, they're holding their offense fairly. They've had a good, here and there, they've done pretty good. They're one little pass over here to Burton. If he wasn't didn't get that shoelace tackle, he had most of the field to go, and it'd been a foot race.
Yeah, nobody in front of him either.
Yeah. They've only got 65 yards, 16 on the ground, 49 through the air.
Man, it seems like they have a little bit more than that. 'Cause it really seems like they've been out there a whole lot. And not a lot to show for, except a 14-0 score.
Yeah, the time of possession is almost about the same, almost even. Your Bearcats have 12 minutes and 4 seconds, while the Tigers have 11 minutes and 24 seconds. So, I mean, there's that. So, we'll talk some individual stats. Your quarterback for the Mansfield Tigers, number 7, Jeremy Strozier, 9 of 18 for 47 yards, 1 interception. That's by Mr. Jace Washburn. He's also the leading rusher with 16 yards on 4 carries. And Wilsley, that's just Wilsley. He's got 3 yards on a carry. Woolbright's got -3 on 4. Daniel Burton, number 4, he's 6 catches for 48 yards. And then number 25, Peyton Martin's 1 of 3. Leading tackler for the Tigers is number 2, Andrew Burton, and number 71, Braxton Byers with 5. Tyler Woolbright's got 4 for the Tigers. Now for your Booneville Bearcats. Peyton Tatum's 1 of 4, passing for 34 yards. Dax Goff is your leading rusher with 6 carries, 126 yards and a touchdown. Cody Elliott, 11 carries for 74 yards and a touchdown. I was thinking Cody's would be just a little bit more, but he's got a bunch of 3, 4-yard carries. He's averaging, honestly, 6.7, almost 7 yards a carry. I think Cody's going to have a big night tonight as far as he's playing so far a crucial role in our offense, really, of moving the chains, especially that last drive we had for the score. And honestly, guys, I think we're going to have to pass the ball probably just a little bit more, unless we probably change some schemes up at halftime. But I think you're going to have to pass it a little bit more to get them off of the offensive, or, up from the front.
Out of the box.
Thank you. You knew what I was trying to say. Cody Elliott, already said, 11 carries for 74 yards. Trace Hall, 10 carries. He's only got 25 yards. And then Peyton Tatum, he's 3 carries for 22 yards. Leading tackler, Mr. Daniel Crocodile Dundee, 4.5 tackles. Dax Goff, 3.5 tackles. And the Peyton Tatum's got 3. And Jace Washburn, 2.5 tackles and 1 interception. Strozier is going to be your kicker. Back deep is going to be Trace Hall, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a kind of a pooch kick maybe or an onside kick. And I was wrong on both. Dunn Daniel fills it over here at the 15-yard line, cuts back to the middle, and he's wrapped up by number 21 for the Tigers, Powell, on the stop. So Cats will take over with 11:55 left to go here in the third, 14-0.
Oh, my word. I think Farmington's outdoing them both. This is a second quarter score, boys and girls. Farmington 63, Clarksville 14.
Jeez, wow. I don't know if you heard that. Farmington 63, Clarksville 0. That's in the second quarter. Cody Elliott, what a run there by Cody. And you can't say enough good things about that young man right there.
No, and you said it a while ago, you expected a big night out of him, and that was a part of the game that worked for the Bearcat offense last time, just kind of handing it to him and getting the yards up the middle. He runs hard, hard-nosed kid, and I'd expect to see a little bit more of that throughout the half.
It's 2nd down and 2. Everybody's in tight for the Cats. Ball's on the 36-yard line. Your center is going to be number 75. That's Lance Sims. Number 58, that's going to be Matt Obar. He's your left guard. You got 3 seconds left on the play clock. Hall goes in motion. Hand off to Cody Elliott up the middle. Cody's got the first down up over the 50.
Excellent run. Ball's going to fall at midfield there, but, you know, even with the box stacked against him right there, he was able to get some excellent blocking and bust through the middle. Huge chunk gain right there. Going to bring up that 1st and 10 from midfield, 50-yard line.
Got right at the 11-minute mark. Your left guard or your left tackle over there for you Booneville Bearcats. That's going to be number 50. That's Johnny Barnes. Hall is over here at your wing back. I formation here for the Cats. Be a handoff to Dax Goff on the right-hand side. Dax has got the first down, and he took a little Tiger for a ride. And Lance's helmet comes off. He's going to have to come off the field here for the Cats. So that's going to bring on Matthew Crosby. And Mr. Matt Obar is going to shift over to the center. And that we'll see where they put Crosby. Crosby will be at your guard. Your right side of the line, guys. Your right guard is going to be number 55. That's the senior, Brett Welling. And number 56, Wingfield. Going to have a I formation here. Handoff to Trace Hall on the left-hand side. Trace has got the first down or close to it there, guys.
Oh, yeah, they're going to place that, I think, maybe half a yard short, but you can't draw this start up any better.
No.
Three, 4 big plays for big chunk yards. They are going to give them the first down, it looks like. Couldn't draw it up any better. Booneville looking to strike early.
Sims is back in at center now, and Big Country, he slides back over to guard, your left guard, that is. Peyton Tatum's your quarterback. Dunn Daniel is your tight end on the right-hand side. Washburn split out to the left. Goff goes in motion, gets the handoff on the right-hand side here. Good job blocking over here. Throws down a stiff arm, but he's going to be wrapped up by Burton.
That's an excellent open field tackle by Burton. That's something that throughout this season Dax has been able to shake off and go, and good job by Burton there to wrap up, bring him down, and prolong this drive just a little bit longer.
I formation again here, guys, and you can see the coaches. They've made some changes here at halftime, and so far it's looking real good. Trace Hall's following his blockers, slips, and he dives forward. You got to give him some credit there for extra effort.
Yeah, it's second effort there just to get up off the slippery surface there and find a little bit more. We got a second goal situation come up. Looks like, I can't tell, it's second 2-3 yard line. But again, excellent play call. Booneville moving.
And Cody Elliott in for his second touchdown, 2 yards out. 9:24 left to go here in the third. It's touchdown, Bearcats.
That's the drive we were looking for.
Yes,
Excellent
sir.
start, quick strike. 9:24 left in the quarter already, so went quick right there. Took a little time. Coming ahead, 3 scores up.
Definitely need that right there. Cats defense looked pretty good. And it is good. I wasn't sure there at first, but
it's close.
21-0 with 9:24 left to go here in the second half. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. We're back here at Bearcat Stadium, right off DJ George Drive, Shield Field, and Don Elmore Press Box. For Jake Fennell and Isaac Brown, I'm Zach Austin. Bearcats drive the length of the field and go up 21-0 after a 2-yard run by Cody Elliott. High kick here from Juan as number 25, that's going to be Martin, heads towards the Tiger sideline, and he's got one guy to beat, and he's going to be slowed up by Mr. Washburn.
Yeah, just kind of got in the way and got him, helped drag him toward the out-of-bounds line there. But great little return there. Kind of what the Mansfield Tiger special teams needed right there to get a little momentum back. Ball's going to be placed at midfield, 49-yard line.
I was going to say, they're starting right at the 49-yard line of their own, right at midfield. 9:13 left to go here in the third. They only had around 65 yards of offense at halftime. You think they've got to make some changes, and we'll see what they do here. Trips over here to the left. Strozier is your quarterback. Woolbright in the 8th. I'm sorry, it's Stovall, I think, is back in the game, guys. Good move by Burton for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's Washburn and Tatum on coverage. You said Stovall's back in the game. He left in the first half with a little bit of an injury there. We talked about how good of an athlete he is.
Yes.
Stands 5'10", 170 pounds. Great player for Mansfield, no matter the sport. It's good to see him healthy and back on the field.
And you can't help but believe that's going to help them, especially with the play calling, you know. Should leave that playbook kind of open just a little bit more for them.
Right.
Two receivers to either side, doubles. Strozier is your quarterback. Wilbright goes in motion, and it's going to be Strozier right up the middle, but Dax Goff meets him. Mr. Hicks is in there as well, and he's going to have the first down. My goodness. He's got the first down, but what a run there by Strozier, guys.
Yeah, that's a great hard-nosed run by that kid, just tucking and going. He was met pretty quick right there in the hole by Dax Goff and just kind of put a little pop on one another and stood up tall and kept pushing, fighting for yardage.
Do have a quick shout-out. It's Frances Rivera. She wants to give a shout-out to Desmond Conley. They're watching all the way from Corpus Christi, Texas. They just want to give a shout-out to Desmond. Grandma and Grandpa Rivera, love you, bud. High pass. What a catch there by Martin at the little tip. And just a whole slew of cats in there on the stop.
That's a loss of 2 on the play, but something I think Mansfield's probably going to willingly take because that could have easily went the other direction. And if that falls in the Bearcat defense hands, that's liable to go to the house. So different little play worked out for the Bearcat defense there with the loss of yardage. 2nd and 12 coming up.
2nd and 12, balls on the 39-yard line of the Bearcats. We got 8:10 left to go here in the third quarter. Trips to the right, one over here to the left, and it's going to be handoff to Wilbright on the right-hand side. And, well, he's not going anywhere, guys.
No, looks like, again, they're going to go backwards just a hair, about a yard loss. It's going to be a long 3rd and 13 coming up with the clock ticking.
Do have a halftime score. Prescott is up 2-0 over Homer, Louisiana at halftime. So it's 3rd and 13. 2 receivers to either side. Strozier's looking, got pressure from Welling. He got hit as he threw and almost intercepted by Brooks. Double coverage there by Brooks and Trace Hall.
Yeah, boy, he's caught a few breaks this game. He's throwing into double coverage. Ball's just not quite getting there quick enough, and another dangerous pass that luckily for them falls to the ground. But excellent stop for Booneville on the play. Going to bring up 4th and long. We'll see what they choose to do, but excellent stop.
7:16 left to go here in the third. Trips to the left. See what Tigers are going to do here. Strozier's looking.
He's
just
got
a
his
bullet
guy.
of a throw.
Oh.
Burton breaks through the tackle between Goff and Herrera. He's got the first down and down to the 20-yard line, and the Tigers Jake and Isaac. They're right at the edge of the start of the red zone.
Yeah, I think if we hit him right where he catches that ball, that's going to be real close to that first down line. May be able to get that stop, but he was able to squeak through a little bit, pick up the necessary yardage, and then some. It's going to be a big first down pickup for Mansfield. So we've got an injured player on the field.
I think that's Burton down there on the field.
Just a leg cramp, I believe.
I think so. Those aren't good. Those hurt.
You ever got one in the middle of the night?
Yes, I was fixing to say, get one in the middle of the night.
You think you're dead?
Oh, man, yes.
Who shot me in my own bed?
Not a good feeling. So 7:09 left to go here in the third. Booneville Bearcats are up 21-0. What do you fellas think so far second half?
I think we got the big play we needed on offense. But Mansfield's responding, you know. They haven't backed down from a challenge. They've had a pretty good year throughout the season, and we'll see if we can get a big stop here, but Mansfield on the move.
Trips to the right, one over here to the left. Stroser's your quarterback, and we do have a score. Chuck just told us Greenland is up 21-6 over Lavaca. And that would be a major upset. Lavaca's undefeated on the year. And Greenland, what quarter is that, guys? What quarter was that?
He didn't say.
He didn't say. But would definitely be an upset. I've got it right here. Greenland right now be the 5th seed if the playoffs started today. If they get that win, that's
going to be a big boost.
It would. Mansfield, they're also right here sitting tied for the 5th seed with Cedarville and Greenland. Got a flag. Probably going to be, I'm not sure. I didn't see it, honestly, guys.
False start on the offense.
Yeah, I didn't see the call. I assume it's procedure penalty, false start. Going to back it up. Benefit for Booneville there to back it up 5 yards, get them in another second long situation. Wasn't able to take advantage of that last time with the big 4th down pickup. Looking to make another big stop here, keep the score blank on the Mansfield side and punch one more in.
Hey, we got a little bit of time. We want to thank our our exclusive, broadcast advisor. That's First Western Bank, serving our local communities for over 110 years. They're our exclusive broadcaster for the app and MoveBearcats.com. Chase Plymel applying some pressure, and it is intercepted. Trace Hall at the 5-yard line. The Cats will take over there.
Just a poor decision to throw that ball. Throws it behind his receiver. If he gets it out where he wants it, he may have him, but it's, you know, he's moving one way, receiver's running the opposite direction. Just hard to make that pass across your body. Fortunately, someone was there to catch it, and that was our own defender, Trace Hall, number 7. It's going to be a turnover. 6-yard line. Big stop by Booneville's defense right there. Bend, don't break.
So at halftime, Charleston is up 43-0 over Hackett. Hall goes in motion, and it's just going to be a handoff to Elliott right up the middle. Boy, he hits that hole just about like a freight train almost.
Yeah, he does. Boy, he just delivers a shot when he comes through there, not afraid of anybody. Excellent little 7-yard pickup right there.
Halftime, McGee is down across at 21-20 at halftime. That's in 4A play. Let's see. Melbourne, the Bearcats, are up 24-13 over Perryville at halftime. And it's going to be a pitch over here to Dax Goff on the right-hand side.
Big
Dax
hole.
heads to the sideline, up over to 40, 45-50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown, Bearcats, but there is a flag on the backside.
I'm not sure on that one. It looked like Mansfield's boy come through, and I don't want to say he took a swing at him, but something looked awfully floppy over there. I'm not sure. The flags came in when Dax crossed about the midfield line. The first one come in. We end up having 2 more fly to the same area. And I think that's going to be some sort of unsportsmanlike on Mansfield.
I was going to say, would it have to do with anything? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the boy come up and kind of threw a push or a punch, And coach is over on the sideline chewing on him a little bit. Got brought to the down to the ground. I don't think he liked it too much.
Right.
So good job over there by Brett, though, working hard. Excellent hole opens up on the right side of this line. Dex takes advantage of it and goes however long he was for another long score.
Yeah, that was 80 at least yards there, I would say. High snap. What a catch there by PT to bring it in. The kick is good. 4:54 left to go here in the third. The Cats are up 28-0 over the Tigers. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. So after the unsportsmanlike penalty against the Tigers, the Bearcats are going to be kicking off from the 45-yard line of Mansfield.
I'm not sure what you do here. Probably, I would think just maybe a little squib kick or something like that to keep that thing from going out the back of the end zone and see if we can pin them deep.
Here's the kick, and what a kick by Marcos.
They're just going to kick
it right out of the end zone.
Kick it to the track.
Yeah. So, with that last run, that was, let's see. Let me get the right quarter brought up here. Well, 87-yard run right there by Dax.
Yeah, Chuck said 9 carries for 244 yards.
Yeah.
On the night. Just another excellent offensive performance by Dax and a testament to the offensive line, how well they blocked up front for him. Multiple big plays tonight.
4:54 left to go here in the third. The Tigers have the ball on their own 20-yard line. Trips to the right, one over to the left. Quick pass from Strozer, and it's dropped by Burton. And he hadn't done many of that tonight, guys, at all.
No, Burton's been pretty sure-handed throughout the night. Coming into the game, he was their leading receiver in catches with 31 on the year for nearly 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. So he's a trusted target. I'm sure we'll see a couple more thrown his way before the night's done.
I'm sure that's the little play they've liked with him tonight, and he's done good on it. And I wouldn't be surprised if they tried it over here on this other side as they flip. Got trips over here to the left, one to the right. Wilbright is to the left, and he's going to get the toss over here, and just a whole slew of Cats led by Mr. David Hicks.
Yeah, that was a dangerous play, guys. He pitched that thing hard, got up on the guy a little behind him.
Yeah.
Good athletic play by the running back there, but he's just met nearly immediately. Big loss of yards.
So it makes it 3rd and 13 with 4:28 left to go here in the third quarter. And what do you like with the defense so far, Isaac?
No, they played real well. I mean, playing tough against the run like we always do, so they're pretty good.
You got doubles to either side here for the Tigers. Got a guy going in motion. That's Burton. And Strozer's looking. Got pressure from Welling. Now Strozer's just going to step up. Got a couple Cats in there. Cody Elliott lays a lick, and Jace Washburn's going to bring him down.
Yeah, but that's a great job tucking and running. He's able to pick up the necessary yardage there, and it's going to bring a first down for Mansfield in a situation where Booneville had good defense deep in coverage, and the pocket collapsed around him, and he just tucked it and went and caught a break.
I mean, you got to give the guy some credit. Strozer, he's, let's see, a freshman, right? Did I read that right?
I believe
26.
so is what it says, yep.
So, I mean, good play there by the freshman. Pressure from Elliott. Cody Elliott in there for the sack.
That's a great job.
3:35 here in the third.
Is that our first sack tonight?
Tonight, yes, sir.
I think that's our first sack tonight, but, boy, it's hard to believe as many Bearcats has been in that backfield. Elliott's finally able to get to him and drag him down for a huge loss on the play. Was that a 8-yard loss right there.
Think so,
If
yeah.
I know how to count, which I think I do.
Yeah, so they've got 2nd and 19
So
on
I
the
can't
scoreboard.
count.
Well, just off by one. That's
Well,
close.
give or take.
History guy, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't mess with that math stuff.
Strozer's your quarterback. Wilbright to the left of him. He's rolling to his left. Got pressure again from, that's Mr. Hicks. Got a flag coming in late. And Cody Elliott just lowers the shoulder.
Yeah, boy, that was a rough
was a
looking
rough
play
hit.
there.
Well, he got hit from the front by Elliott and from behind by Mr. Hicks. That's a load to take right there.
Yes, it is. We do have that flag in the backfield. We'll see what the call is on that. Looks like they are going back, though. Be a penalty, holding call on the Tigers.
And it looks like the umps wanting Strozier to come off the field after that hit. I think he got his bell rung there for a little bit. I mean, we heard the hit all the way up here.
Yeah, and he kind of got wrapped up low and held on to by Hicks and hit hard up top by Elliott. Wasn't a malicious play or anything like that. It was just two kids making a tackle and led to a big hit. And he's going to have to come off for at least one play to check him out. But he's hurting over on the side. He's sitting on the track. Bring a backup in here.
That's going to be number 15, it looks like here, guys. Fisher Wisely. I'm sorry, that's 25 in there. Let's see if we can get a sack. Almost. And that's an ineligible receiver. But, hey, what number was that, 79? 71? That's big old Braxton Byers. 78. We don't have a 78.
They've got an unnamed big man on the field catching passes.
Somebody.
It was good athletic play. Unfortunately, that's not his job.
No.
And that's going to back it up even more, and that's just a kid running for his life back there. I believe that was 25, Peyton Martin.
Yes, Martin was back there at quarterback. I'm sorry about that.
He was about to get hit every which way and just released it and fell into the hands of an ineligible receiver, and Booneville will take the new penalty to back it up even further.
We'll see where they spot it. I think the refs were kind of surprised for a minute because it took them a second to throw it, and then they realized.
Yeah, they had to check that number out for a second. Still haven't placed the ball.
Legal touching is what they called. Mr. Doc Crowley's talking to the head ref here.
False start penalty. It looked like what the motion was there. I'm not, but I don't know. Either way, it was illegal touching.
Yeah.
As well, so that's going to back it way up. That's 2nd and 34.
Ball's on the 3-yard line of their own. 2:28 left to go here in the third quarter. Martin is your quarterback after Strover took a hit there from Hicks and Elliott. And right up the middle, good run there by Wisely. Welling in there on the stop on the bottom of the pile.
Got a little extracurricular
like
over
Chuck
here.
said, it's getting a little chippy.
Number
fellas.
55's matching up, and Brett Welling and Reagan Emery there. Reagan Emery, I'm sorry, and just moving it forward just a hair. We're in a long situation, 3rd and a whole bunch, and just gonna probably hand this thing off and punt it away, and it's gonna be another excellent field position game for the Bearcats as long as they take care of business on this play right here.
Yeah, you got 1:50 left to go here in the third quarter. Martin is still going to be your quarterback. Wisely is going to be back there. Hand off to number 21. He's going to slip, and I believe that's Mr. Brendan Dove in there on the stop. He's going to be credited with it, but slipped. A little too much there on the end of the play. You don't really – I mean, you want them excited, but
yeah,
you could get a penalty for that.
Yeah, and it's a big celebration.
Yeah.
I think the boy just slipped, but we'll take it either way. We're in like a 4th and 42 situation from the 2-yard line. It's one of the furthest back I've seen. Just a series of unfortunate events
for the
right
Tigers,
here for
yes,
the Tigers, and they're going to do their best to punt this thing away on short field.
So that's going to bring on number 2, Andrew Burton, to do the punting. That's a freshman for the Tigers.
They're going to make matters worse, they're going to have to take a timeout here and try to set something up to get this thing out.
You got 59 seconds left to go here in the third, and I'll tell you what, guys, we'll take a little break with them. We'll be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. We're back here at Bearcat Stadium. Isaac, what's some of these scores you got here? Well, after this play, I'll let you tell it. It's 4th and 42. Andrew Burton, the freshman for the Tigers, to punt. And this is going to be down. It hit right at the 30 and just bounced pretty much straight up. So the Cats will take over right there. 32-yard line, looks like.
Yeah, and a touchdown with the extra point here gives them that mercy rule. Look for them to strike quick as they can probably, and get the starters out of the game right here and give them a little rest and prep for a big game next week.
Yeah.
Because we got a big one coming up.
Very big game next week. Let's see. 2 receivers to the left. Otherwise, pretty normal here for you Bearcats. Hall goes in motion. He's going to get the handoff on the left-hand side. Trace still on his feet. Gets down about 25, 26-yard line.
This is the Elmore boy on the play, one of about 18,000 Elmores that live in Mansfield. And number 4, Daniel Burton in to deliver the final hit. But a big run right there, 2nd and 4 coming up, 6-yard gain, another good run by Trace.
I formation here for the Bearcats. Hall's going to be your deep back here for the Bearcats. Handoff to him on the left-hand side. Makes a move, sheds a tackle. Good job by Dunn over there blocking, as Mr. Chuck says. First down here for the Cats into the red zone. Ball's going to be at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, I imagine you probably see the clock tick here once the chains get set and we go into the 4th quarter with this 28-point lead. Draw something up and, like I was saying earlier, get that quick strike, get the clock moving.
Looks like that's going to be what happens is the clock winds down. So at the end of 3, your Booneville Bearcats are going to be up 28-0 over the Mansfield Tigers. All right, Isaac, what kind of scores you got going on here?
See, Greenland is up over Lavaca 21-14.
So Lavaca scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
It was 21-6 earlier. That's kind of still a little shocking, you know.
Yeah, it's the, I mean, there's not a whole lot of more interesting scores. Magazine's losing to Big Low 43-0.
Oh, wow. I just noticed Rising and Fordyce, guys, probably one of the bigger games in the state tonight. They're tied at 16 in the 3rd quarter.
Another surprising one to me is that 4th quarter game with Prescott and
It's still-
Louisiana Hosmer is 2-0. 2-0 going toward the end of the 4th quarter there. That'd be
Well,
a
see, I think it was
interesting way to end
what
it.
the first quarter it was 2-0. Sorry
Yeah,
there.
so
Wow.
big defensive game going on in Louisiana, it looks like.
Yeah, Prescott, #1 team in Class 3A. Well, depending on a couple polls you look at, the Cats are 1 and 2, as well as Prescott. They're 1, Bearcats are 2. In Class 3A, you got the Rising Wildcats up there, Charleston Tigers up there towards the top of the Class 3A. Melbourne Bearcats, they're up towards the top as well.
Think it's going to be Blast.
Think so? Blast to the right.
That's what they like to run out of it.
Actually, it's probably going to be to the left. Hand off to
Change.
Trace Hall. Trace throws a stiff arm. Going to be thrown out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. I think there's #2, Andrew Burton, on the for the Tigers.
Yeah, it's a pretty good drag down by Burton over there on the sideline to get him out of bounds. Brought him down hard. Nothing special about the run as far as yardage goes, but it's continued to move us forward. Got a 2nd and 7 situation coming up here. Booneville looking to punch one in.
And the Cats taking their time. 14 seconds left on the play clock. 11:55 left to go here in the ball game. Yeah, I got the footballs going out here. As the real football out there is handed to Trace Hall. He's trying to make some room for himself, but about 3-4 yards there on the carry. Hey, I tell you what, we'll thank some of our sponsors real quick. Our premier sponsors, 5B Properties and B Plus Storage Solutions. See Calvin Bennett for your rental needs. And our other premier sponsor, Community National Bank. Let Brett Cook and the staff take care of your banking needs. And we had an injured player, but he's up, but he's going to have to come off the field. That's their leading tackler for the Tigers, number 18, Elmore. He kind of goes back down. Looks like he's banged up a little. I'll tell you what, we'll take a little break and be right back. You watch Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium, just right off DJ George Drive, Shield Field, Don Elmore press box. Good to see Elmore come off the field with a little help. Hopefully it's not nothing just too bad. Elmore, he's one of the seniors on the team for the Tigers. Tigers are kind of a mixture of, I guess, what you would like to see, but they've got a lot of underclassmen really playing too.
Yeah, they do, and especially early in the game, they really stepped up, made a lot of big plays. I think Mansfield's in good hands for the next couple of years.
I think so. I mean, sophomores and freshmen out there starting. Your backup quarterback's a freshman, and he's done fairly decent here tonight against the Bearcats. PT on the keeper here for the Bearcats. He's going to dive. I think he's in. Touchdown, Bearcats. Peyton Tatum, 7 yards. 11-11 left to go here in the ball game. The Cats are up 34-0 over the Tigers. That's going to bring on Marcos Major to do the PAT. Give a shout out to Marcos' parents watching all the way back in Spain. Got an early morning for them.
Yes, it is. Hopefully they don't go to work.
Hopefully not. The snap and the hold is good. The kick is up.
Oh, it's
It is good.
Just snuck inside
Just
that
barely.
line.
So 11-11 left to go here in the ball game. Got the train horn in the background. I think they've thrown all the footballs. And I tell you what, we'll take this time. We'll thank the rest of the sponsors for BoonevilleBearcats.com and the app. Shelter Insurance and Agent Gerald Baker. S&W Home Center for all your hardware needs. The City of Booneville, a good hometown. Hey, the mayor debate is up on, what is it, the Rotary Club, I think, on Facebook if you want to watch it.
I believe so.
That's coming up. Patriot Underground and Taylor Niedert. First Booneville, home of First Booneville students and First Booneville kids. Booneville Family Dental and Stacy Hobart Photo Art. One to do the PA, or not the PAT. I mean, if he wants to attempt another one, he can. But to do the kickoff here for the Cats can be fielded by number 2. That's Andrew Burton on the left-hand side. He sheds the tackle of Shelton, but then a whole slew of Cats in there. Looks like number 52, Ferris Daines, and number 51, Trevor Cairo. Dylan Todd and Garrick Barr was all in the tackle as well. You got Desmond Conley coming off the field, as well as Clayton Lofton, number 4. Looks like number 24, Garrick Barr, is on the field for the Bearcats. Number 76, Gage Bouchard, is in for the Bearcats on the defensive line. And Dylan Todd is coming in at linebacker for the Cats as well.
I expect to see a few more of these boys come off here shortly. We're in the mercy rule now. We've got 10 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here, and it's going to continue to tick.
Trips over here to the right. And it looks like Strozer's back in the game. That's thrown over there, number 6, Oldham. And Trace Hall tackles him. Tackled out of bounds about the 35-yard line. Number 56 comes into the game for the Cats. That's going to be Wingfield. Crosby looks like may be coming out. Jace Washburn's out there on the field, which he's been out there all night, but He back there at safety. Lofton's coming into the game as Hall comes out. And you like to see Lofton getting back in there. You know, he stepped up when we had some guys out, and he did pretty good and getting some more experience under his belt. Pitch over here to number 21. That's Powell. He's very quick. He's got the first down as he's tackled by Manson.
Yeah, so your game plan here for defense the rest of the time is just try to keep them in front of you. You know, the unwritten rule here is you don't start going through the air trying to score as quick as you can. You know, once the defense comes out, we've got most teams follow that that unwritten rule. But we'll the main thing here is just try to keep the ball in front of you and try to keep this 0 on the board.
Trips over here to the right. Strozer's looking. Little quick curl out here by Burton. And Shelton in there on the stop, as well as Ferris Daines. He came in for Brendan Dove. And Shelton, he just came in for Peyton Tatum for the Bearcats. 8:44 left to go here in the ball game. Jace Washburn's coming out now as Lofton's going to slide over to the safety spot, and Desmond Conley, number 40, is in at cornerback over here on this side. I'm sorry, looks like Lofton's going to slide to the other corner. Daniel Crocodile Dundee, his night's done. The senior, as Mr. Trevor Cairo comes in at the linebacker spot. Doubles here for the Tigers. Be a handoff to number 2. That's Burton. And just a whole slew of cats, led by Ferris Daines initially. Got Gage Bouchard, Crosby in there on the stop. I think, Jake, your guy, Mr. Dylan Todd, there on the bottom of the pile as well.
Yeah, he's a ball hawk. He's my boy. I'm rooting hard for Dylan. Big Frank jogging onto the field right here. It's a good job by the defense right there, holding him to 1 yard, bringing up a 3rd and 1 situation as the clock continues to tick under 8 minutes.
Trips to the left. Strozer's your quarterback. And Burton's your halfback. And almost Big Frank causes a fumble. Good job right there by Frank. Boy, he almost got the ball handed off to him, guys.
He really did. And he would have been a hard one to bring down, people jumping on his back as he jogged to the house. But that's a big loss on the play.
Man.
Backing that sucker up to about a 4th and, what are we looking at, 4th and 6, 4th and 7 right here.
Looks like Dylan Todd's coming out and Daxton Bowman's coming in, number 26 for your Bearcats. Nobody's going to be back deep for the Bearcats. 6:55 left to go here in the ball game. Good kick here by Burton. Be down about the 24-yard line. Before I forget, before I get in trouble, give a shout out to Frank's brothers. You got Anthony, you got Vance, Miguel, and Leo. Can't forget Mom, Miss Yo-Yo. So give a shout out to those guys. Miguel, he was pretty fun to have on our T-ball team me and Isaac coached. Always liked Miguel, and the rest of you guys too. No Anthony and Vance from the Boys and Girls Club. So Frank, looks like it's going to be your starting or your guard. Trevor Cairo is going to be your tackle. Mr. Bouchard is going to be your center. Your left guard is going to be, I believe, Matthew Crosby, and J.J. Redmond is going to be your left tackle. Lofton goes in motion, and Garrick Barr, he's your fullback. Boy, what a fight right there by Barr.
Yeah, he's another kid that when he gets the ball, he goes. I mean, he works hard back there. He's another undersized kid, but that hadn't meant much to a lot of people coming through here. You know, and that's the type of intensity you want to see, especially coming from one of your underclassmen.
Right. Jace Washburn's going to be your quarterback. Dylan Todd comes in at halfback. Barr, he's your fullback, junior. He's a junior this year. So Matson's your other halfback here for the Bearcats. Shelton on the far side over there for the Cats. Hand off to Garrick Barr right up the middle. He gets 3, almost maybe 4 yards there, guys.
Yeah, just another good hard-nosed run. Bust through, picked up a few, fell forward for an extra. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Bearcats. Clock's ticking under 5 minutes. Purple rain has begun to fall here.
Right. You always like to hear that playing in the background. Manson's going to come out of the game for the Cats. Lofton is in at halfback. Todd is your other halfback. Todd goes in motion. Be a handoff to Garrick Barr right up the middle. Another 2-3 yard carry there. Boy, I'd love to see Garrick just bust one off. I mean, I know we're up 35, but just to have that for Garrick, oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah, it would, man, because he's a kid that he comes out every game hoping, licking his lips, hoping to get this big opportunity, and he tries his best to take advantage of it, and it would be really cool to see him pick one up there. 4th and 3 coming up. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Wouldn't be shocked if we ran this clock down and called a timeout. Go ahead and call it just a little bit early here.
Yeah.
4:06 left in the quarter as it continues to tick through the mercy rule. 35-0 Booneville.
I'll tell you what, we'll try to find some scores. Let's see here. Looks like Prescott scored. Mr. Chuck says they're up 9-0 over is that Homer, Louisiana? I think that's how you say it. Let's see. So. McGee and Crossett still just have the halftime scores. 21-20 Crossett over McGee. Salem was up at halftime over Yellville Summit 30-8, and the Center Point was up 28-8 over Jessieville. Still got 16-16 Rosin and Fordyce. Washburn there on the keeper for the Cats. Be tackled. Probably about, what, yard or two lost there for the Bearcats?
Yeah, just, we pulled that thing, kept it off to the right, trying to attempt to keep this drive going, continue to tick this clock out. Unfortunately, the defense is able to make the stop. Be a turnover on downs, 1st and 10. Good field position here for the second team for Mansfield, looking to at least get on the board and get a little momentum going into next week.
By the Curly Wolves down there.
Looks like Strozer, he's going to be your quarterback. Again, Strozer, he's a freshman for the Tigers, so as well as number 2, your halfback, Burton. There's the pass, and it's intercepted. That's Ferris Daines, number 52, down to the 45-40. What a run there by Ferris Daines. He's pushed out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Yeah, boy, everybody's loving that right there.
Ferris had a nice look. Who was?
I don't know if the Tigers.
Terrell Owens. Who?
Yeah.
I can't remember who did that one, but he got excited on that big.
He did. I was going to say, I don't know if the Tigers are going to get that ball back or not.
No, they may not. He may keep running, take that home with him.
I don't blame him. I would myself.
Yeah, that's number 52. Ferris Daines, the big interception, going to keep the clock going, and that'll most likely be the last time Mansfield touches the ball.
You sure?
Clock continues to tick under 2.5 minutes, the 2:15 mark. Second team still in on the field.
Looks like Conley's going to be over here on the left-hand side. Washburn up under center. Lofton goes in motion. He's going to get the pitch. And let's see what Lofton can do here. He's going to have – they got flags coming in. He's going to have the first down, though.
Yeah, he's going to – looks like they're going to place him just a yard short. If it holds, it looks like it's probably going to come back. But a pretty good little play right there.
Yeah.
Had a lot of room to work. I think if he bounced it out, he could have picked up a few more yards. But either way, he got the yardage necessary for a big run. It does look like it's going to come back.
So we got 1:50 left to go here in the ball game. Cats are up 35-0. Had the ball on the Tigers' 45-yard line. Matson comes into the game for the Cats as Todd comes out.
Zach, this is going to be a situation where we tick this thing down.
Yeah.
Tick it all the way down to 2-3 tick, and then run a play and try to hold on to this thing and run the rest of this game out on this drive.
Matson gets the pitch here, and he's going to try to make something out of nothing. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up second down here, guys. Minute 10 left to go here in the ball game. Probably get one more play off before
Yeah, I think if you hold on to it till the end here of this clock, you don't have to run another one. So this will be it right here, last play from scrimmage for the Bearcats. See if this second group can bust one. If not, I think Booneville will be happy taking this 35-0 lead home with them.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have a victory formation here. Jace Washburn, your quarterback, coming up under center. And takes the knee, and that's going to be the final play of the ball game. So your final score, your Booneville Bearcats 35, Mansfield Tigers 0. I'll refresh the old phone here, give you some stats. I do have some scores. West Fork is up 42-6 over Cedarville in the fourth quarter. That's going to be a big win for the Tigers, as the West Fork was winless in conference. Greenland is still up 21-14 over Lavaca, so that's a big win for Greenland if they can hold on. So right now, as it's looking, Charleston won. So next week's matchup between the Tigers and the Bearcats here for senior night. If Greenland can hold on and beat Lavaca, likely going to be conference showdown next week.
Yeah, I think next week's most likely going to be for the conference championship coming in what will that be, week 8? So
yeah.
Season's moving quick with the 2 big games ahead of us in Charleston and Lavaca, but I'm willing to bet that this one next week will be for the conference championship. And, you know, we're playing a team that's led by a former coach here, and Coach May, he knows a lot what we're doing. He's a good friend with everybody here, and you know, deep down in him, he'd really like to get that win. And, And on the flip side, you know, the regime we have here and led by Doc Crowley is going to be looking to get that win over him as well. So I'm expecting a hard-fought game. Hopefully the defense stepped up, did a good job tonight.
Yes.
The quarterback there, led by Brandon Scott at Charleston, is an excellent
good athlete.
Good at everything he does. All-state golfer just a couple weeks ago, and he'll be up there for nomination in football as well. He's had an excellent season, and man, I'm looking forward to next week.
Next week's going to be fun next week. That's for sure. Stats for tonight. Your Cats, they had 55 plays. Mansfield had 47. Your Booneville Bearcats wound up 488 yards total offense. It's not bad. The Tigers, they had 117. Let's see here. Bearcats kept the ball for 24 minutes and 24 minutes and 20 seconds time of possession, while the Tigers had 19 minutes and 41 seconds. Hey, the Cats only allowed 76 passing yards. I don't know the last time we didn't give up over 100. Defense did pretty good tonight. The Mansfield starting a lot of sophomores and freshmen, and I mean, hey, they started the year 4-0. They're going to be a team to mess with next couple of years for sure.
Yeah, I think so. And I know you're reading the stats here, but one point of emphasis I'd like to bring up here before we go off air here is at halftime, you know, we held them to 64 yards of offense or something like that, but we had 50-something in penalty yards. So that's going to be something that we will not be able to do in the upcoming weeks with these big games coming. We're going to have to clean it up. I'm sure that's going to be a major point of emphasis up on the hill here for the practices over the next couple of days, and hopefully we clean that up and give Charleston a game.
Yeah.
I think we can. I think we will.
Definitely we're going to have to clean up the penalties. We finished with 8 penalties for 88 yards. Tigers had 3 penalties for 27. You can see your final stats there on the screen. We gave up 41 yards rushing, while the Cats themselves had 454 on the ground, 34 yards through the air. Jake's trying to throw his stuff out the window here. Your final individual stats. Strozer for the Tigers, 15 of 28 passing for 76 yards, 3 interceptions. He was also the leading rusher with 40 yards. Daniel Burton was the leading receiver with 69 yards. Daniel Burton and Andrew Burton was the leading tacklers with 6 tackles. Braxton Byers, the big man, had 5.5 tackles. For you Bearcats, Mr. Tatum, 1 of 4 passing for 34 yards. Dax Goff, your leading rusher, 9 carries for 244 yards and 2 touchdowns. Cody Elliott, 15 carries for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. Trace Hall, 16 carries for 67 yards, and Peyton Tatum 4 for 29. And we'll go ahead and mention the backups. Garrick Barr 3 for 7. Clayton Lofton 1 for 3, and then Jace Washburn and Dakota Matson didn't get any, so they both had to fight to get back to line of scrimmage there on a couple of plays. Leading tackler was Dunn Daniel, 6 tackles, and Brendan Dove with 4. I guess that's about all I got. We do have the former quarterback up here, Hayden Fennell. You want to say anything, Hayden?
Come on, just ready for some more Bearcat football. We're looking good, and hopefully we just keep it on them. Big game next week, and I'm ready to see it, see what we got.
You know, a lot of people refer to him as the second best looking Fennell.
Oh,
of
is
the
that
family.
right?
My brother Gabe.
Your brother Gabe. Yeah.
He's number 1.
A lot of people are wrong.
So I guess that's pretty much going to wrap us up. Booneville Bearcats win 35-0, and it's going to move to 6-1 on the year, 4-0 in conference play. Set up more likely conference championship next week if Greenland holds on to beat Lavaca. For Isaac Brown and Jake Fennell, I'm Zach Austin. And Lord willing, we'll see you next week. And remember, as always, it's a great day to be a Bearcat.